Hi, I'm Alexandra Kruger, and I'm doing the Communication Practicum Final level. And the key terms for Clip 1 will be empathetic listening and emotional intelligence. So a quick overview of Clip 1 is the doctor is telling Ariana that she may never be able to compete in gymnastics again. He's also telling her all of the injuries that happened during the car crash and all of that. Ariana started to get very upset. Gymnastics is her whole life in this movie. She's been doing it since she was 3. So it was very hard for her to hear that. And she demanded to see another doctor because she just didn't believe him. The doctor was using empathetic listening, which is attempting to put yourself in somebody else's shoes or to provide a supportive listening environment. The doctor reassures her that she's lucky that she can even walk, but Ariana just doesn't want to believe him. The doctor is also usually using emotional intelligence, which is ability to identify emotions and act appropriately. The doctor saw that she was getting very upset, and he actually did excuse himself from the room just so she could have her time alone with her parents. And this is Clip 1. So the main message of this movie is said by Michelle in this movie, and that is, if you work hard enough, you can achieve anything. You just have to work hard at it. If you can't get through one door, try another door. If you can't do that, go through a window. There is always a way. And that is a very inspirational quote that Ariana just doesn't get yet. And a couple of key terms that are going to be used are emotional blackmail, collaborate, and perception. First, Michelle sees that Ariana is just still upset about having to come in for therapy, so she uses this quote as emotional blackmail, which is trying to influence someone's behavior or persuade them to do something by making them feel guilty or exploiting their emotions. So she goes ahead and says she can do this. She can, if she works hard, she can compete at gymnastics again. She just has to find another way. And another key term that is used is collaborate, which is to work cooperatively with others to accomplish a goal, which is what they're going to do. They're going to work hard towards the goal so that Ariana can compete in gymnastics again. Another key term is perception, which is act or faculty of perceiving or apprehending by the sense of mind, which is Ariana has this perception that she can't do this. She'll never be able to compete again, and that's just something that she can't do because she needs to work hard to get into gymnastics again. And this is Clip 2. Key terms for Clip 3 are repress, nonverbal communication, interpersonal relationship. In this scene, Ariana is going into the gym for the first time, and she's really nervous. She doesn't really want to go, but her mom is forcing her. When she first goes into the gym, she sees something that she does not like. She sees all of her teammates out there practicing, and she just feels like she needs to be repressed, which is to hold inside or control or hide. and she just feels like she needs to hold in all those emotions so they don't see that. She's also using nonverbal communication, which is communication without words. Includes behaviors such as facial expressions, eyes, touching, and tone of voice. You can see in the third clip that she does have a lot of facial expressions, which you can totally tell how she's feeling. She's hurt seeing that. There is also interpersonal relationships, and that it occurs between people who feel each other's physical or emotional needs, which is she grew up with all of these teammates since she was 3, working hard at gymnastics. And that is an example of an interpersonal relationship. And there's clip 3. Key terms for clip 4. There's interpersonal conflict, friendship, and trigger words. In clip 4, Ariana tells Michelle and the group of dancers that she cannot help them anymore, which was very, very hard for her because it created an interpersonal conflict, which occurs when a person or group of people interfere with another person's goal. Ariana wants to make it in gymnastics. She has a conflict here because she's on this dance team, but she also wants to compete in gymnastics again, which does make a conflict. And the dancers have made a friendship with Ariana, which is a voluntary relationship that includes some degree of intimacy, equality, and shared interests. They've made a friendship with each other and really got to know each other. When Ariana does tell this to Michelle, it triggers her, which are trigger words, which create an immediate emotion reaction when you hear it. In the clip, you can see that right when Michelle hears it, she gets very upset. She doesn't know why Ariana doesn't want to be a part of the squad anymore. And there's clip 4. Key terms for clip 5 are self-perception, platonic relationship, and moods. In clip 5, it shows Ariana's first time back on the floor competing. She's very confident and she's very nervous because that's the last floor routine. At the end of the routine, her self-perception of herself, which is the idea you have about the kind of person you are. She really sees that she's grown not only as a person, but as a friend. She's made so many friends, and she believes that she has done the right things ever since her accident. And each person she shouts out to in the clip have a platonic relationship, which is a close relationship that is not physical, which means she has become very close friends with these people. And also, during this clip, there are many different moods, which are states of mind or feeling related to various variations of happiness. In this, you can see that Ariana is so excited. She finally finished her first meet back, and she did fantastic. You can just see excitement in everyone's eyes, and you can see that she is just glowing with happiness. And here's clip 5. And then my evaluation of the course. Communication is key to everyday life, so it is important that we learn to use it correctly. I have learned so much this past 5.5 weeks that has made me such a better communicator. I have learned that there is so much that goes into communication, such as the communication style, the different communication channels and communication mediums. You must know how to recognize each of these in the conversation. I also learned about the different elements of interpersonal communications, such as the sender, receiver, message, channel, feedback, environment, and noise. Each element is needed in a conversation, otherwise it is not really a conversation with somebody. And these are my references. And thank you for watching. Bye now.